Hey there, everybody. I'm George Zeke and Leon. With me here is Playoff Beard, Tachizi, Fury, and Uvalandre, and we're here with another episode of Devs Are Really, Really Awesome at This Game.
I hope so. Oh, but before that, dude, I mean, it's been quite a few days.
It's been interesting.
It's been quite a few days in the Halcyon Fold, sir.
It's been good times.
There's some crazy things happening.
We've had some good times.
Yeah, I don't know how good they were. It has been weird. It has been a little wily, a little crazy, but we are very here. We are very happy to say that didn't make any sense. We're here to celebrate the death of the poop strat. Yes, everybody, hashtag poop strat, rip poop strat in the chat.
And we're also here
over.
To celebrate some other things.
It's done. Well, not even yet. Not yet.
We're not celebrating anything yet?
Well,
okay.
Stormguard.
No celebrations allowed.
Stormguard banner and turrets got a hotfix.
Yep.
We stayed up pretty much around the clock to get
Couldn't
that out.
Anyway.
But thank goodness, because the turret suicide minigame was not vainglory and not very much fun.
Though it might be a fun minigame.
Maybe if you want to go play Temple Run, okay, but not for vainglory, not for the type of games that we're putting together. So, death to the poop strat, all die the poop strat, long live the regular game or something. And who was celebrating today? Who was celebrating the death of the poop strat?
Look. We got Captain Nito.
Oh, Captain Nito. It was his birthday today. Everyone, please wish Captain Nito a happy birthday on Twitter and in the chat. It is his birthday, and how did he celebrate his birthday? By hot-fixing Stormguard banner and turrets. The best birthday present that the community could ever get.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's like action shot. That's an action shot right there. Got it with the candles going right out. He got his wish already for the game to be hotfixed without crashing. And
it's pretty good.
Oh my God! So we're very happy about that. And just so people understand, you know, it took a few days. It took a few days because the team, you know, led by Captain Nito, was doing a number of things. First, they wanted to see, and you know, Zkent was involved in this as well, very much.
And this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, like everyone, everyone really.
It was pretty much all hands on deck. That's true. First, the team wanted to see if it was possible to change Stormguard banner without completely zeroing out its turret effectiveness, just because it's nice for the roamers to impact the game in that way. Keep in mind, the roamers can still influence all the other objectives on the map, just not hard pushing the turrets in the way that we were seeing during the suicide garbage. But that was the first thing. All of our attempts to adjust Stormguard banner, when we tried the poop strat, it was still working too well. So ultimately, Stormguard banner now in the hotfix no longer has any impact on turrets. Okay? After resolving that, we didn't really stop there. This is a very important question. The first thing that came out of Captain Nito's mouth was, can we do it anyway?
Who needs Stormguard?
Right? So we tried every kind of variation we could possibly think of to see if the same type of thing would still work. And what we found was a little bit too well.
A little bit. Wasn't as effective, not even close?
Not even close to as effective, but we don't want to see any of this garbage. Right? So that's where these turret changes came from, was to make sure that people didn't try to exhibit the same type of trolley behavior with any results that were positive. Now, went through a number of iterations. I think everyone understands that this had to be server-side. We needed to do this without doing a app submission, like a real full update, because then we might have to wait weeks for approval on that. We don't have complete control of that. So it was purely just what we could do in a server-side hotfix, and that meant that anything that would require client-side code we couldn't touch. So for example, Captain Nito, the first thing he wanted to do, he couldn't do because it needed like 2 digits of server-side code, and like the type of plaque that the turrets use for the health bars was the wrong type to do the kind of change we wanted, and all sorts of things. So the bottom line on that is the implementation that you see now, where the turrets will kick your ass, it may stay that way, or it may be adjusted in 1.9 or 1.10, just based on once people like Zkent and Captain Nito have a chance to do what they really want to do with kind of free reign and not having to worry about what can only be server side. But what is important for people to know, which if you want to talk about it for a minute, turrets now gain bonuses when there are no enemy minions in turret vision range. Vision range, yes.
Vision range.
Vision range, yes. So if you try to tank a turret with no minions there, it's going to get very nasty very fast. We saw it
You'll
during
probably die.
Shin Kaigen's broadcast this morning, the VGL EU broadcast this morning. You saw, it was like, oh, that second hit, the health bar just melting.
Oh, yeah.
The third hit, you're going to die, right? Yeah. So that, very different. Anything to add on that one real quick?
Not in particular. They're just pretty tough to deal with now. Like, if you get hit by them too much without any immunity nearby, you will probably die.
Yeah, second change turret slice damage, that's percent health damage, increased from 4.5 to 7.5%.
Which isn't honestly too huge, but especially early game, it's not too bad. But come late game, it can start to hurt quite a bit.
Turret damage amplification increased from 28% to 45% per successive hit. So that's what we were talking about. You get hit a second time, you get hit a third time.
You're dead.
It's getting pretty nasty. It's getting pretty nasty. Turret armor and shield increased by 300 to 520 based on the in-game timer.
Yeah. And this is all when the minions are nearby. Like, if you have minions nearby, then you're fine.
When they're not nearby.
Yeah, when they're not nearby. If there are minions nearby, you're fine. Like, turrets are normal. But the moment, you have no minions, it's kind of tough. You don't want to go diving too hard. You don't want to, go on face tank turrets and try killing them. Yeah. Unless, come mid to late game, you're probably still able to do it. That's not a problem. But it's really just the early game where you're not able to just completely dive them and destroy them.
Yeah, and the last thing, so there was maybe about a 10-hour period where we were radio silent, even though the hotfix was out. And people thought we were just being super evil, like, let's let all these trolls end up running into turrets with their Stormguard banners and eat it in the face. I do, if someone does have a highlight that they can send me of like a Twitch stream where someone tried it on stream and it had it fail in their face, I would actually like to see it. It would be quite fun, but this was not a super evil act. This was just Blaster Master and the QA team monitoring the health of the game over a period of time, just because we needed to make sure that it's very precarious merging changes into live,
right.
And if we introduced any other weirdness, any other crashes, we might have had to revert, so we didn't want to scream from the rooftops, it's fixed, and then have to revert it because we had introduced some sort of other crash.
Yep.
So, but it was fun. It was fun to see people realize in real time. I saw a screenshot of a game where both teams, all three members had war horns on both teams, and then they ended up in a normal game where they just had a lot of war horns and had to figure out what the hell to do with themselves. And
everyone would run extremely quickly. That's awesome.
Yeah, that makes me very happy. So very, 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 very glad all that is over. One other thing I want to mention is there are some weird things happening in EU region right now. The team is all over that. They are working super, super hard. Basically went straight from the hotfix to focusing on EU. Why is Ubo Andre talking? Was this your game planning or something?
Why are you talking?
Why are you talking? We're trying to talk. Oh.
Yeah,
now you're hurting my
get out of
feelings.
here.
Now you're hurting my feelings. You're so tall they can't even see you laughing at me. They can't even see you laughing at me because you're a freaking tree. All right, you're not even going to bend over for us.
I said hi.
All right, there we go.
There we go.
But yeah, so basically they're working on the EU stuff right now. Now that we got the hotfix stuff out of the way, they're completely focused on any EU weirdness that's happening right now. So sorry about that. And make sure after this broadcast is over, we will be hosting the NA VGL second day of round of 64. The deeper that goes in the tournament, the more and more competitive the games are going to get. But it's already really fun. So make sure you're watching that on Vainglory League, as well, of course, as the VIPL with Monte Cristo and Valdez. And I think Valdez is going to be doing NAVGL today.
Exciting.
Tasty Bacon joined the team for EU this morning, so some great additional caster talent. But enough of talking. I will keep an eye on the chat and we'll continue to answer your questions. But we're going to move aside
so that for
your favorite trio of devs,
who are definitely going to win a game today.
Yes. Are you pretty good now, or are you still okay?
No. We're still hanging in the hotness.
All right, so they're hanging in the hotness.
In the hotness silver. Still.
They're hotness silver.
Okay.
Their next stop is Vainglorious. We'll see what happens on the way there, but we're gonna turn it over to them.
They started in hotness gold.
They did. So far they've gone the wrong direction.
But I've got good news and bad news. The good news is.
Well, come tell us here as we move aside.
The good news is Tony.
Oh, Tony!
Probably meteorically risen to Vainglorious by now, so we will not have to face him today. That is the good news.
You know, I was watching VIPL and people were talking about Tony. That's how broad the reach is. It's pretty amazing.
Evan, don't sit down.
Don't sit down.
Oh my God.
I can't sit down.
Oh my God, they're messing.
All right, the bad news is the poop strat messed with our practice on Monday, so we didn't get to
so the excuses are flying already.
Well, we showed up, and you're like, no, this playtest is all about poop strat.
All right, here we go. Start the game whenever you're ready. I am ready to see some high, not private match action.
Oops.
I'm instead ready to see some ranked match action. Already messing up. Pre-game. All right. Let's hear it. What's the strat?
We got this.
What's the plan?
We got Celeste in lane. In the jungle we have
Catherine and Taka.
and Catherine.
Yeah.
And Catherine. Yeah.
That's the plan.
Taka, Catherine, and Celeste.
And we're just gonna farm our own jungle until level 6.
That's right.
Solid plan. Solid
This is good.
plan. I like it already.
Wait, but how
we'll
am I
try to
supposed
have
to?
no team fights
Oh, that
before 8
screen.
minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. You think of
Come on,
everything.
Evan. I got
Think of
this.
Who's Evan?
Come on. Come on.
All right.
Oh wait, you got to show off this. So Bears Comeback won today on stream in celebration of that. Fury is sporting the Bears Comeback jersey. Just get up and turn around. I want to see you spin like a top.
Somebody was scared. It's good.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. The Alvaro 845 on there. He performed
win.
phenomenally
That is a
today.
win.
Hey,
That's a
Alvaro, make sure you're watching Alvaro's YouTube videos, watching him on stream, and watching him perform in the BGL like a boss on Glaive. Fantastic job out of. He's moving the microphone away from me. I'm getting a little too animated here. Getting a little too excited, but congratulations to Bears Comeback. Both their teams advancing in the VGL. Some tremendous play today. So he's sporting the jersey.
Yep, should be good, should be good. I guess that Shio Kagetaka one skin,
I really like the default skin.
but the little fox, it's so cute.
Way to merchandise for Super Evil.
But I really like that default skin. No, you can go for the default skin.
No,
It looks pretty cool. Alright,
okay, guys.
excellent.
Everyone's gonna be looking at
We
Baron
bent
and
him to our will.
That's right.
Alright, you got the Taka versus Taka in the middle. You got Celeste and Catherine on the sides of Team Super Evil, Vainglory, Meteoric Rise type things. And we got Ringo, Adagio, and Taka on the other side.
If you have questions, put them in the chat, and we will. Oh yeah, insta-locking. You guys are a bunch of insta-lockers.
Yeah, come
That's
on.
some garbage right there. Actually, it probably means they've discussed what they plan to do.
Yep. All that planning. So we see the enemy team starting out with 2 weapon blades.
All right, do you want to go all the
So
way?
For
a
any-
little bit of armor could do something good.
For anyone who
You wanna go
hasn't
all the way
joined us in the
to the
past
middle?
weeks, this is a trio of devs who are on a journey through hotness,
It's quite a journey.
Rough journey.
to POA, and eventually to to Vainglorious. And it's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
Why do you keep moving it farther and
I
farther
feel like
away?
Andre's not going to be picked up by the microphone if it's all the way over here. I think in the middle of everyone is the right place to be.
Those jerks.
Now we know the rotation.
All right, Uval
I
Andre,
should've
T
picked up-
Cheesy starting with 1 CS, so not too bad. What do you think about this team comp
You
they
have
have
to
here?
start somewhere.
I think that people are pointing out that Celeste is the only one without a skin right now.
You know what? I'm gonna point out that they're not stutter stepping, so they're losing on that 18% increased attack
Already,
speed.
Zeke already getting on this trio right here. That is true.
Look at that.
A little
Hey.
bit inefficient. out
I'm
of
here
the
to help
jungle.
them improve.
But yeah, for those who are waiting for a Celeste skin, as you've heard from Chainsaw, your patience will be rewarded.
Rewarded?
Rewarded tenfold. It is going to be amazing. Do not despair.
Yep.
Your joy is on the way. Yes, there will be ice giveaways after every game. We
How's it
will
going
do
up there? Oh.
we will do more ice. So if
Oh,
the,
I got ganked.
so it is going to be 250 ice to 3 winners after every game. But if the devs win, it will be 500 ice.
Don't go to
Oh, I saw Chainsaw. You should come say hi.
Chainsaw has
Oh
arrived.
my goodness!
You have to be back
He's
there.
here, but
All
he's
right.
not here.
Oh,
Okay.
Chainsaw is coming in to whisper into the playoff
Go ahead.
here.
Maybe. I think we have to talk to Evil Finn about that because of Twitch. But I'm game for anything.
All right.
I'm happy to do
Some
anything.
very, very secretive discussions are happening between
Want 'em?
Chainsaw and
I'm
Playoff
going
here.
to shop. I'm
Oh,
going to shop.
yeah.
Oh,
Because there's a
Alright.
Adagio down
Cover me
here.
that.
Ooh.
Oh, running over some scout traps, taking a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Popping a little bit of the vision the enemy team has. I think you guys are doing okay right now. No one's died yet. Generally a good sign.
So a couple questions from Ryan Polly. First about iOS 9. So we're certainly going to have iOS 9 support. I would need to have someone like the Real Curl come in to talk about that better.
Ringo's
Second is,
probably
how do you
shopping.
turret dive with the turrets buffed? Can you talk a little bit about tactics now?
So turret diving is still going to be going to be a little bit difficult, but if you trade off aggro onto a turret, you're probably going to be okay. So make sure you go in, get the stun or get a little bit damage onto your opponent, and then back off immediately so the turret takes aggro onto another one of your allies. And you just have to keep swapping off that way to make sure you
They're
take
in
as little
our
damage as
jungle.
possible.
People want to know why Fury is so pale.
Allied hero
Because
killed.
I was born
They really want to know
I
that?
was born that way. That is a deep question.
Because he was born that way.
He said he was born that way. Get off him. That's a little harsh right there. That's a little
Harsh. I mean, I reject the premise.
He agrees to no such thing. He is not pale whatsoever.
Don't push lane. Don't push lane.
Alright, Uval Andre, pushing the lane a little bit. The protest of.
We can't spectate this because it's a public.
All right, I got them both down here.
They're in ranked.
Yep.
I'm just sorry that other people were not born with this advantage.
The paleness advantage.
Yeah, like,
All
All right,
right.
Alex Kuros coming in. Now it is Don't Cry Me's turn as Uval Andre Kaku's away. And now it is the Storm Guard Catherine, the Paragon Catherine
All right,
skin.
I'm coming,
She
I'm
connects
coming,
with the
I'm coming.
Merciless
You guys are
Pursuit.
fighting, huh?
She's taking a lot of damage from Taka though, as Taka continues to stay on to
my
Easy.
God.
Does drop a
Oh,
Uval Andre
no.
being next is a double kill for that Shirokage Taka. And now Celeste has to be careful not to get caught here. Two dangerous heroes.
yeah, you guys
So one of the
you guys
things
gotta let me know when
there,
you're fighting.
one of the things there was, Fear was unable to rotate quite in time, so his team kind of got a little bit caught out. Even though they were fighting a 2v2, Taka plus a Dodger was a much more powerful combo in early game than Taka and Catherine.
I'm fine.
And the enemy team was able to take advantage of that very, very effectively.
All right,
That's
so
fair.
the devs, they
That
have
is a
to...
good analysis.
Why, thank you.
Not only do they have to
scout
defeat
coming.
this team tactically, they also have to stay emotionally stable throughout the duration of this match, which has been a problem with them thus
I'm going.
far. The Cheesy now,
Who do you want?
looking to engage.
Alright, looks
He's
like a
got to
Dodger might
pick
be
a
getting
target. A
out.
little bit of
Fury
confusion
taking a lot
around
of
the
damage.
focus. Don't cry me now. Picking up yet another kill. Uval Andre could be next, and he is to Cheesy in a
I
world
don't know
of
what's
hurt.
happening.
And that is going to be a
God.
triple. All three members
The
go
ace.
down. The ace is out.
All right,
Is
the
out.
road
This is
to
looking rough
Ask
for our
Again
heroes.
Later.
Oh,
Continues.
oh no.
They,
Oh, no.
So this is a good opportunity for them to buy a little bit of armor. The enemy team is going full red.
Okay.
There's a tension ball on Ringo. There's Taka. Looks like he's also going for a tension ball, or he's going for a Star Blade. So this is a good opportunity to build a little bit of light armors, like
Got
one
it.
or two each, and that will dramatically reduce the amount of damage you guys take.
Okay. First one bought.
They want to win this. You can hear the tapping.
Oh man.
But they are down 0-6. The matchmaker with just no love for this trio.
Really, zero.
Whoops.
I think I
I'm
knocked
pretty
over
sure
your
all
water
these
bottle.
guys are vainglorious. That's what I'm coming up with.
Raitan might get caught here trying to rotate down on the far side of the jungle. He will go down to a Kaitan. Uval Andre
Oh,
making
you almost
sure
got him.
to back away. The Solar Storm mostly catches
not
the Gold
fighting, not
Miner,
fighting.
which is not going to help their cause.
Gold Miner is a little bit angry. Uval Andre does take the healing camp, the medic camp.
That's fine.
Gets a little bit of healing for himself.
Where's this?
Now he's, just running around the jungle. He'll be okay.
Come
A
on.
lot of questions about are we going to buff Sky. I can only tell you that we obviously pay very close attention to how things are on live.
Yep.
And every update, you'll see any changes that the team feels is necessary. In our perfect world, every hero would be viable. They're not going to all be necessarily like in the meta at the same time, but
There'll be some heroes that are just good at taking out, countering other heroes.
Yes.
So sometimes you want to have a certain pick against another pick, but
which you can see, VIPL, VGL right now, and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
hopefully eventually in game as well.
Do I look mysterious?
are you trying to run
Nerf
away
Fury's
from?
He's trying to
tapping.
unmute.
I tap harder than Fury, so I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, Playoff Feared is the most furious tapper.
How are you
This
doing
is
up there,
this is
Mark?
NA server.
This is the North American server, and right now,
They're on me.
Oh no, that is
Fury
Taka
taking a lot of damage.
He's able to kill.
Uval Andre
Fury.
eats a tension bow to the face. That's gonna hurt a lot.
So-
Scout traps
Hey,
come
so
out.
we need scout traps here always.
All right, got it.
So Taka backing away after absorbing the tension bow, was that the right decision in that context, or do
I
you
think
wanna see
so,
him engage?
because Taka, even though he has very high burst damage against the Ringo, the enemy Taka was nearby, so it would have been jousting into a 3v2, and that's
All right, they're all
generally
here
not a
still,
good
by the way.
sign.
The
Yeah.
poop strat is dead. That is right.
come-
If you joined us late,
Andre.
Stormguard and turret changes
fine.
are
I'm
live.
coming.
The poop strat is dead.
Alright, Uval Andre getting as much farm as he can for himself at 25 CS,
I'm
1,
going in.
2, and 0 at the
They're
moment.
not here.
Cruel has come in. Do you want to say something on stream?
I don't. I was looking for someone.
Oh, too bad.
While
You're
you're
obligated.
here,
Yeah.
there are some questions about iOS 9 releasing and Vainglory compatibility.
I need,
Yeah.
Is there anything you can say
Yeah, I'm
about
good.
iOS 9 right now?
Is not yet
Sure.
known
Oh, shit.
to be compatible.
Oh, nope.
That's the
Caught,
main
caught,
thing.
caught.
Okay.
So we're not
just
yet
dumb.
officially supporting. Like in
my
general,
part.
like if there's a beta, support it.
Okay, so iOS 9 support, and not officially supported as of yet. So keep that in mind when updating your devices. And
But we'll take a look at it very soon.
Definitely looking at it. Okay, fantastic. Thank
you. Right here from the real Kroll. Stuff.
We will not bring
and
back
things.
that.
Alright, Uval Andre walking in. Fury trying to stun off some people. However, I don't think they're quite caught yet.
It's a pain to only see Uval Andre.
We need to see. We need these guys to come up with a strategy. How are you guys gonna win this game?
Yeah, give us that strategy.
That's not what I'm here for.
That's not what you're here for? I thought you were here to coach. What happened?
Am I here to coach?
Well, you can coach him.
Please coach.
Alright, make sure you get some scout traps along the middle of the map. If you can see the enemy walking over. Especially if they come invade your side as well, you can try invading those, especially since you have a talk that can sneak easily into the backlines of your enemy team. Right. And if you can set up a gank with Catherine and Celeste, if Catherine gets the stun onto the Ringo, you should instantly pop them with the combination of Celeste stun and Taka's X-Retsu on top of the Kaiten.
Oh no.
Looking for a relatively early minion mine here.
I am disconnected.
Uval Andre, make sure that, you hold the scoreboard now and then for people.
I can't do anything?
Oh, T-Cheesy has slight lag issues, so he's kind of chilling in the bush.
That's our office. That's not a game thing.
Welcome to Super Evil Laggy Corp. Uval Andre ducking away from the enemy.
Here comes Alex Kuro straight into the middle. Uval Andre is absolutely melting. To Cheesy, there's no mercy for him as he comes back into the game in the middle of a team fight. Uval Andre just going to shop while we try to watch the action. Thanks so much, Uval Andre.
The silence comes out.
Oh, he's coming for me. He's coming for me.
Silences all three. There's the dive with the X-Retsu. The turret is going to do
a lot of damage.
You can see the turret.
Oh my goodness.
The turret say back the F
That was very well played.
I came back from disconnect.
You came back from certain death.
Certain death.
And got a kill.
I said no.
That's exactly what he said. Not today. Not today.
Not today. Alex Kuros with no fear. He's going to try to finish off that turret. And the Ringo does.
So what do you think here? Do you think it was the right choice to take the minion mine for our heroes?
No, they
was that the right choice though?
I actually don't agree, because when they're behind, they have an opportunity to get more gold by leaving it in enemy control.
There was too much pressure. They would just take our turrets for free.
Yep.
I can disagree, and normally they wouldn't be able to hear me disagree.
Well, I mean, you can be wrong.
So the opportunity cost for taking the minion mine is that the minion wave does equalize a little bit.
What's your KDA right now, Fury?
It's a lot.
You want 1v1?
1v1 me, bro.
1v1 with Fury?
We can 1v1 after this game. If you want to do that, I'm down.
Oh, Fury getting salty.
And
Uval Andre going in. Don't cry me now.
No.
Looking for a kill. He picks off the Cheesy and turns to Fury. Comes in with the X-Red to the Gold Miners aggroed. Now he's on Fury once again. Basic attacks all the way. Picks up another kill. No safety from the turret.
Tony on this match? Let me check.
Right there, I think it was a bit of a miscommunication from the side of our heroes.
I agree.
Even though Taka was locked down for quite a while with Catherine Stone with Celeste core collapse, Andre did jump onto Ringo instead. So Andre, you gotta follow up your team, make those calls. Gotta take out the assassin that jumps into your middle of your team before anything else.
Alright, Zken calling out Uval Andre for his play here.
I'm here to coach him, apparently.
Yes,
from what I hear.
This is good.
It's important to coach. Jonaby in the chat. Hello, Jonaby. Nice to see you. Alright, now roaming is 3. Can they catch the enemy team in an odd man situation, looking to pick a fight?
There's
Don't Cry Me is shopping. Will they go in on him? Don't Cry Me, it doesn't know that all 3 are there. The Heliogenesis drops, though, which is a bit of a reveal as to the number of people that he would be dealing with, and wisely backs away. Now they're just sticking together. What do you think about this? Just sticking together at this stage, just trying to make sure they don't get caught.
I think this is actually a pretty good decision. The other option they have is to have Hotfix just constantly try to steal in the back line of the enemy team. However, being able to this farm is going to be very valuable for them.
So this game is far from over. These are players. I mean, Bears wearing the Bears comeback jersey.
Take the minion mine.
He can channel the comeback.
Heads up.
Oh, there's an X-Retsu coming in from Don't Cry Me. He's in on Fury. Fury connects with the core collapse, but he's still taking a lot of damage and will fall. It is a 1-for-1 trade. Uval Andre absorbs a big hit of damage. The Storm Guard is triggered. A sprint boots as well as he tries to retreat to the safety of the turret. Uval Andre goes back in with the Kaitan, but ends up dying. The Hellfire Brew, but the Merciless Pursuit is going to get him into the platform in time.
He's okay.
He's definitely okay. And he will shop. Hopefully he will show us some of the action and not just be greedy.
Alright, so right here, the enemy team Taka actually has a breaking point. But he is very squishy. He has a Sorrow Blade, a Breaking Point, and a Reflex Block. He is able to be taken out extremely quickly, and if he is bursted down, then
You want him?
Yes.
the team we have here has the option to focus on the Ringo.
It's so much harder to do this without the spectator cam, but we do want them to be able to play range.
I'm trying. I can't
Which
get
is
there.
why we can't talk as easily about some of these things. Raitan, he's kiting effectively, creating enough distance. Fury might get caught
No,
here.
I didn't.
And the stun wasn't up,
I had
so
the
no
merciless- I was
merciless
chasing
pursuit,
it with
no
merciless
peel
pursuit.
for the squishy
only
mage.
reason I got even
But they
close
do
to
turn on Alex now. Will they be able to secure?
It's time for the great
perhaps
comeback.
their first ace here. Yes, the comeback,
I
the
don't-
Bears
I don't
comeback
think,
may begin.
Celeste died.
Oh no, is that true? Oh,
Can they take the gold mine in
sad
time
for
though?
them. But this would be a
Nope,
nice.
not a chance. Not a chance. This gold
would
mine's gonna
be
be
a-
just super destructive for them. Ringo
What?
would
We
just
can
go
get-
cast. No, if Ringo casts Hellfire, remove one is dead. It's pretty risky. I mean,
Fair, you stay away. You stay away.
well,
Alex got him.
A
it
little
just
bit of
paid off.
confusion whether or not they're going to try for the gold mine. Raitan is there though, and it's going to make them pay for their indecision. Or not. He doesn't want a
Alright, let's get out of
1v2.
here.
Just come back. Just take the mini mine.
Yeah.
Well, mini mine is already. Oh, the mini mine, yes.
Vane Shame says, please let the devs win.
Please.
Thank you, Vane
I have
Shame,
faith
for
in
all
them.
your support of the game.
Can we do like hashtag
Hashtag DevWin.
hashtag the pledge? Somebody make a pledge. Let's follow that pledge.
Yeah, Toto did something that I do, which was he's watching on a device and he's trying to trigger the abilities
All right.
for the
I do
people
that
on the
all the
stream.
time.
I try to
I have
pan the
enough for Fountain?
spectator camera.
Yes.
When I'm watching a
And
stream.
then it pauses your video, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I was like watching Xenotech and I was trying to pan the camera, and,
Yep.
and then I'm like, I can't do that. That's
Oh,
that's
the
not
Hellfire
a
Boot
thing.
comes in, right on Taka, takes a big, sizable chunk of damage.
So you see
Back up,
that
back up,
quite
back up.
often, initiating with the Hellfire Brew. There's a Titan. Don't cry me triggers a reflex block.
the stun
As
comes
he
out.
gets X-Retsu, but he gets bursted down. So now will they turn?
Regroup.
I am out of
Fury calling
energy.
them off.
Can we go back?
Okay.
We should probably go back. So that was a pretty good fight for our heroes right here. They got a free kill on Taka, and Taka is actually playing extremely aggressively. This is a good opportunity for our team to make a comeback.
Oh, this is not a good pledge happening in the chat.
What?
Hashtag snipe and throw. They want to snipe you, but then throw the game so
I
that
like
you
that.
can
Make
win.
that pledge. Make that pledge.
We do not condone
We condone
throwing,
that. We do.
and you will thumbs down them if they throw.
I would never.
I'll thumbs down them for you.
You know,
Just come to the lane.
Oh my
Yeah, because
goodness.
we need to push out. But if I
No
do it,
charity. They
Okay.
gotta earn it. They gotta earn it.
come.
Alright, so right now what they have to
Do you think they're
is
taking
We need,
Kraken?
Catherine
we
has
need
to-
way more mines than we have.
Catherine has to stick next to Celeste. Every time
You
you
need
talk
to,
and
like,
jumps
buy
in, he's
4 mines
stunned.
every time you're at the shop.
Yeah, so Fury
Unfortunately,
looking for some peel.
doing Kraken.
He can do some self-peel with Core Collapse. Oh, they're doing Kraken! Here we go. It's hard for me to see. There's the Solar Storm. It comes in and hits the Kraken. Oh, he's almost taken. Now the X-Retsu comes in.
Oh, it does not get
but
taken.
it does go to red team, so a bad break for the devs. They are going to
Oh,
get
so
bursted down as well.
close.
It is going to be a Kraken and an Ace, most likely.
You die!
Trying to pick up
Oh.
one kill, but don't cry me, doesn't go down. This is going to be a devastating sequence now.
Wrecked.
Wrecked. Let's see the wrecks in the chat.
Oh
All
my
right, let's
god.
move on.
Let's
Oh
see
man,
the
Fury is
wrecks.
ready for the next
So
game.
salty.
No.
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 I gotta find some wreck deals.
It's okay. You guys still can do this, I believe.
It's not
Celeste can take out the Kraken fairly
necessarily
quickly. Taka doesn't do too much damage for right now. But if you get a couple aces, who knows? Though I don't even know if they have the opportunity to even defend this
I
in
must have
time.
some more wreck. There's another wreck.
Why am I getting
Alright, Kraken has appeared. The Hellfire Boot does come out. Where the heck is Ringo?
Oh, Ubelandre getting the worst of this trade with right hand.
Is he though?
But look,
Oh,
yes,
he could hit
does
him one more
die.
time!
A reflex block is triggered, keeps him alive momentarily. Meanwhile, Kraken is banging on that turret. Alex as well, trying to not get caught here, so wisely keeping a little bit of distance as Fury and Tachizi are forced to turn on Kraken now before the Vein Crystal is finished. Blast Tremor comes out, not much Alex can do right now other
However,
than kite from a distance.
The Vein
Alright,
Crystal
go,
will
go,
regenerate.
It will regenerate
Okay,
if they
I
get
don't
this
have
Kraken.
energy.
And the Kraken does go down. They turn on Alex.
One second, here comes.
No.
So Alex really needed to either go all in there or just back away because the Vein Crystal is just going to regenerate.
Things are gonna get better.
Yep,
Now-
it regenerates pretty quickly too. So Andre actually picks up 2 Sorrow Blades.
Need more
An interesting
death
build
hacks.
here.
Release the hashtag. Release the Fury.
Release.
I would like to see the Fury released.
Alright, Ubelandre. Going for a few jungle camps here. I still think they have an opportunity to win this. If again, they can take out a couple
They
turrets.
can definitely win this.
The main thing here is they have to make sure they don't get backdoored. And right now, the main crystal is open, so it's pretty risky.
Roughly 20 times as many scout traps as we have.
Wow. There's a little bit of salt flying.
No, it's true. They could use some more scout traps.
I completely agree, you know, but the laner looking for a little more peel, looking for a little more
below.
vision from the teammates.
Taka
Alex
coming in.
now slows 2 members of the team.
Taka,
As Retsu
Taka.
comes in, they turn on
Alright.
Fury. Once again, Valandre is on that Taka, but he dies. And now the Solar Storm rips through. Don't Cry might be the first to fall.
A little bit more
They
damage.
are able to get Celeste down.
Oh!
To Cheesy. A
But
very
the
nice
question
sequence
is-
there. There's the Merciless Pursuit. It is now Roamer on Roamer.
Question is,
Tachizi
can
do
Tachizi
anything?
take out Alex Gray?
Oh, the
Damn
Storm Guard
it!
is triggered.
Alex, you stay away from my vein.
Keep him away. The Vein Crystal
Stay
is
away from
exposed.
it.
Alex is going all in. 10 seconds left before
but
the
the vein
first member comes
has
out.
healed.
It has
seconds
healed,
for Andre.
as Alex, I don't know if you realize it, now Tachizi just trying to get those
Andre's
stuns
up
up, doing whatever he can.
kill
Andre
this
is
guy.
up.
Andre.
There is the Kaku. Soon the X-Retsu. There it comes. Followed by the Kaitan. There is a Verse of Judgment. Does
Ouch.
it stun both people? It does. Will he be able to finish it off? No! Just down in time. So, but a nice sequence there as Adagio waited and got the heal off that put both members on fire, triggered the Verse of Judgment to get the stun, and very nearly finished off the Vein Crystal in
Andre,
time.
I think you should go for an infusion. Oh, never mind.
I had one.
Not anymore, you don't.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have to make sure they don't get backdoor, and if they keep taking fights like that, they actually have a pretty good opportunity to win this game, because they are scaling pretty well, and Celeste is actually incredibly good late game. She can completely explode both Ringo and Taka to get caught out.
The hashtag slowest fight ever between the roamers.
We need to group, guys. We need to group.
All right, I'm coming back.
Kraken is in the chat cheering on the devs.
Now you guys got to
We
make
need
sure
to-
Taka
we
doesn't
need-
sneak behind you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we need
what?
Catherine in front.
Alright, what's gonna happen? One step at a time. The enemy team might be sneaking through the top of the lane. Could be a little bit
We can't
risky.
just randomly do jungle.
You hear the team communicating.
There. Better than week 1, right? Oh,
Alright,
there they are. Do you just want to go
Dodge
take the fight to him?
Dodge show
No, we
himself.
only see one. We only
Why
see
is
one.
only Tachizi a dev?
Because he's the most deviest of all devs.
I guess so.
Do we have any vision on Kraken? Is Kraken
Put a
back up
scout
here?
trap up here.
Okay.
So a little bit of confusion on the death timer
go
on
check
Kraken.
Yeah, let's go
Always a
check
good
Kraken.
thing to track.
Oh, looks
if
like
you
the enemy
can.
team is sneaking into their side of the jungle. This could be dangerous. However, this might also be a
They
good
might have
opportunity
stopped.
to win the game.
Alright, Catherine, go lead.
So
Got
Dodger
it.
shows himself.
We want a Dagio? No.
I would
Eh.
try. I mean, they have enough. They have enough
Stop
scout traps
moving.
out to
Alright, back
prevent
up, back
themselves.
I stopped moving?
don't
You
want
gotta be
Catherine.
kidding me.
Just back up.
So they have to win a fight if they can catch someone out.
Thanks for the heads up, because on my screen, I'm still walking around. I don't realize I'm out until...
Oh no! Don't go in now. Oh, my
Oh.
goodness! So
What are they
Kraken
Tachizi
is being done.
dealing with more
I don't even know where I am.
layer issues.
Where am I on the map?
As they
Oh,
are
I'm way
trying for
away.
the Kraken, the Solar Storm! They just steal it! They steal it! The devs have a moment of triumph. Be careful
However-
now. Be careful here. The ace buff is canceled by engaging in the fight. It's a 3v2. Don't Cry Me now is all over Fury. He'll be the first to die. Next to Tachizi is in a world of hurt. So they got the steal, but then the engagement perhaps will advise Tachizi trying to escape. Absolutely won't happen. They have
a
the
good
ace
try.
buff, so
game.
Kraken will go the other way, but it won't
You want to
matter.
switch devices?
God, maybe. Yeah, it's always this one.
Yeah.
What is that one?
This is the one that I...
This on live?
What device is that?
Alright.
This is
Is this the
the one
device?
that I took on.
I don't know.
See if that's on live.
Alright, you can check if this is on live.
Otherwise,
That
I,
is live.
I can
Alright,
get my
this is
personal.
live.
Alright, hang on,
No,
let's
you should
log in.
sign out of this one.
Fair.
All right.
Alright, it was a good try from our heroes. They're
GG.
making a pretty good comeback,
Oh,
however,
man. That's brutal.
untimely,
Disconnect.
unfortunate
This
disconnect
really sucks.
was
Alright.
brutal.
All right.
Alright,
So GG
okay.
for the devs. They will try again. They're in hotness silver right now, although they are much better players than their rank would indicate. They're having a little trouble going in the right
Hiding
direction,
your
though, playing
key taps.
together.
Oh, thanks, man.
If you joined us late, the hotfix is live that fixes the poop strat, the craziness with the Stormguard banner and the turret suicide diving. That is over. If you know people who are still trying it, let them experience
All right, really
what the
cover
turrets
this next
will do
part.
to them now.
This is my password.
Because that's super evil and lots of fun. I am going to do ice in just a second. Make sure to watch NAVGL immediately following this broadcast. VIPL as well, of course, with Monte Cristo and Valdez. So lots of fun, competitive action when we're not just hanging out and having fun here on the dev stream. And since the devs lost, it will be 250 ice per person who wins. If they win, it will be 500 ice. So people in the chat, definitely root on your devs, and we'll see what they can do in the next game.
All right.
There will be fun reveals on Friday to look out for.
Snipe and throw. I want that.
No snipe and throw. That is not okay. Not in ranked. If you want to play a private, then we can do spectator mode and you can do whatever you want.
Remember to log out.
If you want to play ranked,
I'll take this one with me. Just put it to this.
Okay.
Well, just put it over there. Can you put this over there?
Let's go.
All right.
All
Alright, round 2.
You should lane.
You want me to link?
Are you guys gonna try the same team comp?
No. I'm gonna do Scarf.
Scarf. Alright, so Scarf, pretty powerful, able to take down turrets extremely quickly, able to clear waves at a decent rate,
Right.
but he is a little bit squishy and he could put himself in a little bit of danger if he's caught out. However, with his team comp, he does have a Catherine, he does have a jewel on his team, so
people
if they're able to
people
him,
who are typing ice, that accomplishes nothing. As I said earlier, what you have to type is rip poop strat.
Alright, so the thing about Scarf is, as long as his teammates can protect him, he's able to siege extremely well.
Okay.
He can poke down his enemies, he does a lot of damage, as long as he's able to be fairly safe.
Now, do you usually go like glass cannon?
Rip poop strat.
I would generally go glass
ice.
cannon with Scarf, however, it depends on what the enemy team comp has.
Sure.
If they have an assassin that is just instantly killing you have to make sure you build at least a little bit of defense. But if not, then, feel free to go wherever you want.
Alright. We're looking at our selection.
Oh, the counter. Oh, this is actually a really good team matchup for the Scarf.
Okay.
It's basically a mirror matchup. There's the Jewel and Catherine up against a Jewel and Catherine, but it's a Saw versus a Scarf. And one thing about Saw is he's extremely immobile, so you're able to land Spitfires on him over and over and over again. And even if he goes Crystal Saw, as long as you're able to quickly use Goop every time he tries to run in, he'll actually just run in at you, and not quite reach you, and just stop him start firing. And then he'll put himself in a horrible position, and that's a good opportunity to kill him.
Okay.
Derpingly is the first player to win 250 ice. Congratulations. Make sure you find either a mod in the chat or you reply to the message that I just sent you. So
You
are
say
the first winner.
Derpingly?
Derpingly. I
That's
think.
an awesome
Derpingly.
name.
All right, next winner of Poop Strat Ice is Lodix. Lodix. 250 ice. Congratulations.
Alright.
The best one.
250 ice.
The most epic of
Lotus.
Jewel skins
Come on.
is on the other side.
Sending Lodix.
However, there's a tier 3 Catherine on the side of Fury VG.
That is the best. Oh, I love their
You
Jewel
don't,
3.
you don't
though.
have to poke him
I
too
love
much
that
early
Jewel
on.
3.
Okay.
It's mostly level 2. You can drop flaming groups of fire on him.
Okay.
All right, and the third winner for this round, Rank 1 Vox NA. Rank 1 Vox NA, definitely a temporary fan right there.
Alright, Ubelandra and Fury VG clearing at a pretty decent pace. I imagine they're basically at the exact same CS as the enemy team junglers.
We need your player names.
So this
in order to
Saw's
get
at
you
the
your
jump.
ice.
Saw's shopping. That's fine. Just let him shop. Let him.
Oh, that might be a mistake.
Oh, we got a
Coming
fight
down,
right
coming,
here.
rotating.
Donut thing coming in on Fury. He gets caught in the suppressing fire. Will he go down?
All right,
They turn on Ubelandre now.
back
Exit
away,
is
just
blocked.
back away.
You're good.
Will
All
we
right,
see? Is
all is well.
this snipe and throw?
I hope so.
I
Not
doubt
in
it.
ranked. You cannot condone this in ranked. GZ.
I can
no matter
today.
What your personal motivation?
It's Nito's birthday, so I can do it today. Shoot. I got ganked.
GG
I got
in a
ganked.
pretty
I got
bad
ganked real
spot.
hard.
However, I think he might be
Nope.
dead.
Yeah, you were right.
He might be dead.
Oh, yeah. There's no app update required for the hotfix.
All right, you jump
We
up.
had to restrict ourselves to things that we could do completely server side. So there is no update. If there were an update, we would have to wait like 3 weeks to get it through, and that's
Right.
not what we want. Obviously, Fury, who's an excellent. Who's he on?
Catherine.
Who's on Catherine? Okay, just making sure. I can't see the
Oh, taking a
spectator.
lot of damage.
Fury's an excellent Catherine.
However, taken down by the Saw. Saw just getting those spin up stacks and absolutely blowing Fury up. It's okay though.
For the people asking, there was a bit of an exploit where Stormguard could be used to suicide turrets, not play the game really at all. So that has been resolved. And turrets have also received a pretty significant buff when minions are not around in order to make sure that they can fend off any
Can I
similar
get
trolling strategies.
Mine and
Yeah.
my bush. Thanks.
Yep. Coming up with one there.
Alright, the
Alright.
vision coming out from Fury VG, this is pretty good. As long as they can keep track of their opponents, they're going to have a much better time being able to control the map. So, think this is the starting
they're in our
grounds.
shop, just let them stay there.
This is starting grounds
Keep
for a
farming, keep
great
farming.
victory. I believe in them.
I have 100% faith they're going to win this game and get 500 ice to 3 winners for the community after this game.
Most
Absolutely,
certainly.
absolutely. I'm excited to see this red jewel, a true big red button, which is not going to be nearly as important as the Thunderstrike in this match.
Yep.
Fury
That's fine. The
getting a
saw's
little
in.
involved
Just
with the
ignore
saw tier 2.
Saw's down there?
No, dude, ignore him.
Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure.
A little bit of
I'm gonna
saw.
push then.
That saw looking forward, I'm sure, to the saw tier 3 that is confirmed to be coming in the next update. A lot more saw being played in 1.8 now that we have
Alright, I'm
the
coming down the
Roadie
shot.
Run reset from Suppressing Fire. So if you're not playing the blue saw, that shank saw, give it a try. Shank someone, then Suppressing Fire, then shank again. Tons of fun. Andre trying to catch someone with Thunderstrike there.
I'm pretty sure he did hit Jewel. I mean,
Yeah, most
Alright,
likely.
I don't
Base
see
didn't
Saw
come
up
out.
here, so I'm
Donut thing
guessing that
sporting
he's-
that
he's still
tier
down.
3 skin.
Oh
yes.
A little
Oh, they're
position.
straight on the
However,
gold
they do
mine now.
aggro the gold mine. This could be a
Rocket
good
League coming
opportunity.
in. A Thunderstrike connects on Fury, as does the Suppressing Fire, which has been on point
Oh,
so
the
far. Here comes
fireballs.
to Cheesy, rotating effectively. Zarkan taking some damage.
Nope, stay
Jai
away from
Pete,
him, stay
though,
away
is
from him.
fully spun up, almost
No,
catches
to
Fury,
Cheesy.
and will catch to Cheesy.
The Cheesy, you walked into a saw, a fully spun up saw.
Yeah.
Not the greatest decision. Sorry.
Oh, Wookiee Force. So, make sure that someone gets us a list of the ice from the Operation Supply Drop stream. I don't have a list, so maybe one of the mods does, but I don't have it, so I haven't done any ice for that. All right.
Alright, he's a...
Donut thing
no.
takes a little damage from the Thunderstrike, but does get caught by a Merciless Pursuit.
Alright, the enemy team is once again going full red.
I feel like this is just straight up hashtag snipe. There's no snipe and throw.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming.
That's the karma for asking for any kind of snipe. Another excellent Suppressing Fire. As Fury is forced to back away. Jai Pete already ripping through one turret. Have we seen the builds? Do we know what kind of
Yep,
saw?
they're all red. Everyone.
Oh, even Saw is a red Saw.
Saw is red.
All right, so he's just going to put out damage. Tons of damage and rip through the turrets. So they're going to have to be very, very careful not to be
Alright,
him
I'm
when
coming to
he's
you
spun out.
guys.
Yep. Could be dangerous.
Yeah, it could be.
Alright.
Ubalandre, a little bit of farming there with Thunderstrike. Fury just making sure there are no
All right.
mines behind the gold miner for vision of
gonna go
that
get Saw?
important objective and placing his own.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Saw's in a
Wait
pretty
for
bad
me.
spot, but he might have allies here.
Okay.
Who knows?
Ready?
Let's find
All
out.
right, and
Jump on
they
him.
better go quick. Here comes the Rocket Leap. It
Doing
doesn't
it.
land on the Saw, followed up by the Merciless Pursuit. That would have been stuns for days, but an excellent reflex block. He uses the Roadie Run to get to safety, turns with the Suppressing Fire. So that is some pretty excellent play.
That was some
for
good
hotness.
reflexes. He did get stunned up the first time.
I am a little bit worried about the snipe now. That was pretty legit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and.
Pretty solid play. Uvalandre skipping over Big Red Button, not needing it.
Oh,
However,
Suppressing Fire, and the Rocket Leap
Oh,
comes in
no.
the other way. Donut thing with a Thunderstrike that rips through
I'm just running.
Fury.
Oh.
And now Ubalandre pushes back and gets a stun with his
Oh,
Rocket
yeah,
Leap.
come on, come on.
Zarkan has no fear.
It's 3v2.
And
What
they're
are you doing?
zoning out now, likely while they try to take the gold mine. This is very dangerous. And they
gold
do
mine
give
has
it up.
been taken.
They
Saw,
do give it up.
you know, tons of damage on Saw. If he's able to stick on the gold mine for just a moment, he's able to take it down extremely quickly.
All right, I'm here. So
So a big payoff.
Okay, you back.
Right there.
All right, Andre, you just go back.
So many requests for Bikini Fortress. I don't think that's really what people want.
Bikini Fortress.
I think,
Bikini Fortress.
I think that's exactly what people want.
Oh.
Who are you to tell people what they want?
That's true. I should just listen to the people.
What's going on down here? Fury, do you want to do
nothing.
it?
Nothing.
Give the people,
Okay.
give the people what they want. Are there no Jalen Rose fans in
No.
the building?
No.
None whatsoever.
Zero.
All right.
Exactly
I can
zero.
do it alone.
Alright.
Bootstrap tier 3 skin
Uvalandre
reveal. That
trying to
is
decide
today.
what he wants to buy exactly.
Very pensive.
Oh, did this freeze?
Yeah,
It froze.
it froze.
All right, now tell me the real strat while
We're on
it's
the big
frozen.
can.
What do you want me to do?
All right, look at these beautiful
I
people.
am
Why is
going
Cheesy off the
to
camera? At least poke your head into Cheesy.
Refresh list.
There we go. This is the road to Vainglorious by way of
This is gonna
hotness.
freeze the stream for a little bit.
Oh, good. I love it when we stream the streams.
All right, give me the
Actually,
secret strategy.
I have another idea.
Give me the secret strategy while it's frozen.
VGL is good at that too this morning. Tell them to buy armor, says Fred the Baker. I just did.
Let's take this.
Okay.
And as we see, an extended cam of the
This
players.
is the stream. BRB. We'll see you guys shortly.
All right.
All right.
Now's the time for them to throw it.
Be right back.
Go.
Okay.
Here's time for the great comeback.
Never mind. Okay. All right.
We know it's frozen.
Never mind.
Hang tight.
Oh. Why did I get caught by that?
All right. It is no longer frozen.
Oh, God.
Now we just have to wait a moment.
All right.
All right, they're just fixing the game cam. Where meanwhile the devs have gotten 10 straight kills and are on their
Only
way to
10?
victory.
Yes.
I'm counting 20 right there.
Oh, spilled
right.
milk. We totally should
Oh,
do
wait.
our
Oh,
contest.
wait.
soon.
Like,
I'll
oh,
follow
wait.
up on
Never
that.
mind, you're good.
Good.
Oh, it froze again? No, it's... What's going on?
It's a lie.
XSplit is using high levels of something,
on.
it said.
Where is he?
There was an XSplit
Oh, wait, what?
warning message of some kind
God
up on
damn
that
it.
screen.
I didn't
Why
even
are you
fucking-
not attacking him?
They spun up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause-
but I mean, you can
I
poke
miss-
him from
I
far
miss
away.
the-
So you're
I
on the
did
player
program.
cam. I have no idea what's happening in the game. Maybe I should walk over and look over Andre's shoulder.
We are running technical difficulties. Please hold.
All right, I will call the action off of Andre's screen.
Why is it lagging?
All right, they're stealing our jungle.
Let's go.
How odd.
All right. Tachizi and Ubal Andre Fury all together.
follow me.
And there, I feel like I'm doing a radio broadcast
See
now.
this?
Coming.
By their back camps, they're crossing over
Alright,
to the red
I'm
tree,
here.
coming to the tri
I know
brush.
You're there.
Just start it. Start it.
They're going to
Okay,
start
never mind,
gold mine, but
never
no,
mind,
they're
never
forced to back
All right,
off as they see the
how do you
enemy
guys wanna handle
Catherine.
the
They're
team
all
fight?
there.
Just fight.
Red team wants to force a fight for sure. There comes the blast tremor.
Joel.
Tachizi with a lot of fire output, but Ubal Andre jumps in now with the thunder strikes. It's not enough, and he will fall. A big red button completely whiffs and aggroes the minion miner. Fury does get caught by a suppressing fire. That is a massive slow, and very bad news. He will make it back to the safety of the
lagging.
turret as red team
I'd already
just
jumped when you said Jewel.
continues to take extra jungle farm
So,
as this match is
All right.
quickly going south. 1 to 10.
I'll be honest with you. I think our problem is our team fights. We never have 3 people go after the same person.
All right.
So
Let's
focus.
so
Tachizi calling
choose
out
think
focus
which guy
as
we
a
wanna
problem.
burst down
Saw,
first.
Saw is the problem.
All right, so they're going to focus Saw. This is clearly communicated now. All the focus will be on Saw. They obviously want to combo a rocket leap with a merciless pursuit to lock down that Saw for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Just leave it unplugged for like a little bit. We'll give it a little bit of time.
We are trying to get the camera back. Meanwhile, enemy team with another gold mine payout. So the devs are at their back camps right now. Roaming is 3. And here they come in with the red team.
Back away,
There's
back away,
Merciless
back
pursuit.
away, back
They're
away.
just trying to back away, but a
I'm
rocket leap
going.
clears the
I'm
wall
fine,
and
I'm fine.
separates Ubal Andre, who takes a ton of damage from the thunder strike. He
Fine.
rocket leaps away, but he
Alright,
cannot
already
escape in
Andre.
time. And it's
Huh?
red
Oh my
team.
God.
I'm lagging pretty bad.
Red team now with another kill. The suppressing fire slows Fury. The thunder strike ripping through this inner turret, and that will fall as well. 5 seconds till Ubal Andre spawns.
Welcome to the Vainglory podcast.
Or not.
Hosted by Playoff Beard and friends.
This is radio. This is a radio broadcast,
Oh my God.
like hockey. Where's Howie Rose when you need him? Okay,
Ugh.
Ubal Andre thinking about a breaking point, perhaps, but passes on that. What are you going to build, Ubal Andre? Doesn't seem like the fights are lasting long enough for that.
Nope.
Let's get the mini
It's a
mine.
little bit of dejection in the voice of Ubal Andre. As we try to restore the camera, there seems to be, maybe Mercury's in retrograde. There seem to be a lot of issues across the board today. At least the poop strat is resolved. So the devs once again at their back camps. They are together as 3.
Again.
Let's go up here. Oh, never mind.
They are
Okay.
in danger
Yeah, go to the lane. Just go to the lane.
of getting
Stay up
caught.
here.
So one thing we've seen throughout the match is red team has been able
Just stay
to
behind me.
initiate
Behind me,
effectively
behind me. I
am
again and
behind you.
again.
No, Andre.
Andre, stay behind him.
They're a little bit
All right,
worried
they're down
about
at our-
Andre getting
Yeah,
caught
just push the
out.
lane.
Are we even on?
It's
All
going.
right, just back away, back away, back away, back away.
All right.
Wait, did you say we're on or
We're
not?
gonna be frozen for a little bit.
Oh, so
It's technically on, but it's gonna be frozen. For a
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
back away.
okay. I'll just keep saying things. There's a Thunderstrike. Comes in. The Rocket Leap does catch Fury now. Followed up by another Thunderstrike. So much damage.
Back
the big
away.
red button rips in, but Fury is able to make it back to the safety of the turret. Tachizi can't say the same. These Thunderstrikes are absolutely devastating. What is this build on the enemy Jewel? Because it is doing just ridiculous amounts of pain. Are you guys stacked up on armor?
I am.
All right, at least one is. Red team now with no fear, coming in hard. Please do not snipe them. They are trying to rank up here. And Scarf just trying to zone out the turret with a goop pool on fire. The devs now.
All right, we'll just buy it. Just
we're able to fend off the fight. Red team taking their gains and going back to shop. Andre a little pensive over his item choices. An infusion is up on the enemy Jewel side. No infusions on the dev side.
Why is this not working?
All right, I'm
We
gonna
need to
go
restart the
work.
whole thing.
I don't know.
What, are you buying?
Yeah, I gotta buy.
Yeah,
All right.
just restart XSplit.
I'm with you.
All right, guys, we're gonna be back in just a moment. Gonna restart this thing real quick. I think we're.
Joel, you're in the wrong place.